He's president and CEO of the Canada-India Business Council. Good morning. Thanks very much for joining us. What was your reaction to the election results?
First of all, John, it's quite a historic election. 642 million people took part in this election, which just puts it into context. That's 1.5 times of all the people that voted in the G7 elections combined. And so it's a historic election. Of course, business wants predictability, business wants stability. And you just mentioned the stock market there has taken a dip, given that we did not see the forecasted majority of the current BJP government, but it is democracy. We see it working, and it's the largest democracy in the world.
I guess if we're trying to figure out about the economic roadmap from here, and it is a notable one, and it's one that's been getting a lot of attention for a long time, as I alluded to, I guess, and look, we have the same dynamics at play in Canada when you see one party have less support and have to rely on another party for support to form a government. Compromise has to be reached. In this case, I think the market is trying to assess whether that means there's more spending, whether there's a little less fiscal restraint. How do you think businesses and operators with ties to India should be thinking about what things look like going forward?
Well, when you look at global growth, you mentioned at the onset of this, that 8% is a pretty amazing number when you look around the world. There's no larger market that's growing like India's growing. And so as you look out, not just this decade, but the decade moving forward, India's on quite a trajectory. And I think even in the midst of democracy, you can see growth and you can see alliances form and things getting done. And some of the toughest things that India has actually done, even going back a number of decades in the early 90s when it did its economic reforms, it was done through coalition and alliances. And so I'm pretty confident that, the leadership's still in place and the direction's still there, and there will be a alliance and there will be continuity of that significant growth.
I mentioned some of the tensions between Canada and India more specifically recently, and I guess in the face of a diplomatic freeze, how would you describe relations between the two nations right now, and what do you see ahead on the road ahead?
John, well, the last 8 months have been challenging on the diplomatic front, no question. But one of the interesting things that we found that both governments can agree on is that bilateral business, meaning trade and investment, should continue. And we've actually seen those things increase in the midst of this diplomatic challenge. And so even though we have so much more to do between the two countries, we are still seeing an increase. So that is quite positive, and we're asking business to continue to do so. You mentioned the pension funds. Pension funds, as well as some of our institutional investors, have now put in from Canada well over $75 billion into the Indian market. And we're also seeing a number of Indian companies come to Canada and putting in money into this market.
And so I guess for those who are trying to figure out about the investment landscape as well, whether it's Canadian businesses that are making investments into India, whether it's investors who are hearing about all this today, what are some of the other things to be mindful of going forward?
I think it's important to understand that India is on a trajectory. People think this is the emergence of India, but if you take away the British rule and you look back, India was historically, some even put it at a quarter of global GDP. And so this is not the emergence of India, this is the reemergence of India. We're literally seeing that trajectory play out right now. India even talks about in 2047 of being a developed nation. And, it is a long way to go to get there right now, but it is the 5th largest economy in the world, as you mentioned. And this, at the end of this decade, it will be the 3rd largest economy, if you look at most forecasts, and we'll continue to see sizable investment and growth. And this Prime Minister has done some major things, like put in the GST, which has provided stable money into the government coffers. You're seeing things like the digitization agenda. Last month alone, over 14 billion transactions, financial transactions taking place in India alone. So it's starting to lead the world in a number of different criteria, and it's on a significant growth trajectory.